Crimson Peak is the new film by Guillermo del Toro that's not technically a horror film because it's more of a gothic romance. In fact, the director even said that. And this film follows this character played by Mia Wasikowska, who's a writer and writes ghost stories and stuff, and one day she meets Tom Hiddleston's character, he sweeps her off her feet, and they get married. But when they move into this house with Tom Hiddleston's sister, played by Jessica Chastain, some creepy stuff happens at night. So I was actually looking forward to this movie, even though critics were saying that it wasn't the greatest film ever. I was still looking forward to it because Guillermo del Toro is a very good director. I like Pan's Labyrinth, I like the first Hellboy movie, I still need to see Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, and even though some people said this is one of his worst films, I do like Pacific Rim. Now going into this film, I had the expectation that it was going to be a little disappointing and not the greatest thing ever, but I gotta say, walking out, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I actually really enjoyed this film. One thing, the performances were all good, no one gave a bad one. Mia Wasikowska was really good in this movie. If I had to have one problem with this movie, it would mainly be that her character isn't really that interesting though. She's acted very well, Mia Wasikowska does a great job, it's just her character isn't really that interesting. She doesn't really have an arc. It's like she has the potential of having an arc, but then never does. It's just... she's just kind of there. However, Tom Hiddleston was very good in this movie. I enjoyed him the most out of everyone. I was enthralled by him, but Jessica Chastain is really good in this movie. She is by far the most complex out of all the characters in this movie, and I actually really enjoyed her. A lot of people might say she goes over the top. I don't know why, because I thought she was pretty good in this movie. She actually gave me chills at a couple parts. And Charlie Hunnam, I was a little worried going into this movie because I've heard he's good in that show Sons of Anarchy. I've never actually watched the entire thing, but I saw him in Pacific Rim, and he was okay. It was like, he did a good job, but there were a couple parts that were just iffy. I think he was really good in this movie. He never pulled off an iffy line or anything like that. I thought he was good throughout. And I really love the way this movie was shot. The cinematography and the set design and the CGI, the special effects that were used for the ghosts. Terrific. Guillermo del Toro is a visionary when it comes to this stuff, and he did a very good job. When I was watching the ghosts, I didn't think that it was just CGI. I thought they were real. And just everything about this movie looks gorgeous. Like, very gorgeous. I love the way it was shot. Guillermo did a very good job. I love when he makes realistic CGI and not fake-looking CGI like some people do nowadays. It's CGI, so it's good, right? No, the CGI has to look convincing. Michael Bay. But Guillermo del Toro knows how to make the most convincing CGI. So, I applaud him. And I was actually very invested in the story of this movie. A lot of people said that this movie was style over substance. In some ways, I can see why they'd say that, but personally, I was actually very interested in what was going on with this movie, and the dialogue, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I think some people were making the dialogue sound like it was some of the worst things ever written. It's not. There are a couple parts that are a little iffy when people say these lines, and you're like, I don't know about that, but for the most part, it's not horrible. So overall, I really enjoyed Crimson Peak, and I would want to watch it again. I thought it was very good. My only flaws is that Mia Wasikowska wasn't that interesting. I think a few of the dialogue was kind of iffy, and there's this one error that is made like 5 times around that, where a character is speaking, but no words are coming out, or you hear words, but their lips aren't moving. It's like, how did they do this? And it's not like if you pay real close attention in the background you can see this mistake. No, it is usually a character that is like right directly into frame. Like Charlie Hunnam's like walking by like around this desk and you can see an audio error. Like this detective is sitting next to Charlie Hunnam and the detective is out of sync. It's like, what was going on in the editing room when this was happening? That is a pretty noticeable error. If I was Guillermo del Toro and I saw that, I would be like, we need to fix that right now. We cannot put this out there. But I guess Guillermo didn't notice it, so he just let it slide. This movie kind of ends abruptly. Like, as I mentioned, Mia Wasikowska doesn't really have a full arc, and the movie ending abruptly kind of has a play in why she doesn't really have an arc, because they don't really explain any of the aftermath. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens, because I do want people to go out to see this movie, but it just kind of ends. It's like something happens, and we're done. Overall, I had a really fun time with Crimson Peak. I'd want to watch it again. Even though Halloween has passed, I think this could have been a really cool movie for people to see near that time, because I'm gonna give Crimson Peak a B+. It's not as bad as everyone is saying, and to me, it's not even bad at all. I think this really does depend on the kind of person that you are, if you're gonna like this movie or not. If you're like me, then you might enjoy Crimson Peak. But if you already did see Crimson Peak, leave in the comments below what you thought of it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.